Well, that was a close-up.
I wanted them to see my beard.
Look how thick that is. Get up in there.
That's Jubo.
It's Jubo slice.
Look at that. Look at that. That's the best quality. I'm getting better with age.
Early. You need an axe. A big
bet.
axe.
Or at least like some gold hoop earrings and a do-rag.
Yeah, I need to go one culture or the other. I mean, both of them are polar opposites. So we get questions. I put a video out. People send questions to a form we have on the content site. Come straight to us. We answer them. I try to answer them with other people as well because it gives different perspectives. Now, Sean has a question from one of our valued customers at TigerFitness.com.
I have a question from Mika.
Oh, by the way, this is Doug Miller and Sean Torbati. Doug owns Core Nutritionals. Sean owns HPN. Just to get that out of the way. I'm Marc Lobliner.
Mika has a question regarding rest days and macronutrient selection.
Mika.
Yeah. I'm assuming he is wondering if you should, on rest days, lower your carbohydrates, but simultaneously increase your fats to make up the calorie deficit.
So basically same calories but different macro intake.
Exactly. Should you change your macronutrient intake but leave calories the same on rest days?
Well, why don't we start with what you guys actually do?
Oh.
What do you do? I mean, I think you do something very similar to what I do.
I'm pretty simple. On rest days, the only difference is I don't have extra pre and post workout carbs because there's no workout. So I eat meal 1, meal 2, meal. Whereas my pre and post workout I don't count as a meal. I just kind of drop them in. They're a fixed variable. They're the baseline. They're baseline for training days. So I'll have an extra 100 grams sometimes of carbs pre, an extra 50 grams of carbs and protein post, and I'm good to go. That's what I do. The only difference is that workout nutrition.
Yeah, my protein generally stays exactly the same. My carbs will drop back because I'm not doing 100 grams in my pre-workout meal, and I'm not doing 75 grams in my post-workout meal, which I normally do. So that 100-gram meal,
And you're not having the PWO.
the PWO, yeah, the
core
PWO.
PWO.
So my 100 grams pre goes down to about 50 grams, and then my 75 post, whatever that meal is, will be like a whole food meal, and that's probably like 35 grams. So cutting those in half. So I will drop my carbs just from. It's just I don't need those carbs.
But you don't simultaneously increase your
But
fat.
I don't simultaneously increase my fats because at the end of the day, that day, my fats will actually end up being a higher percentage of calories anyways because of the reduced carbohydrates.
What do you do, Sean?
That's actually the answer that we need to say to the question first, is that we don't keep calories the same on our off days. They go down.
Yep.
Because carbs go away and protein and fat stay the same, calories are inherently lower. So that's the crucial thing to say here. We don't lower carbs and make it up with fat. Just some of the carbs go away because the pre and post meals are smaller.
But your percentage of fat will increase.
By default, but not as an absolute number.
Yep.
So, at the end of the day, it is thermodynamics. There's different thermic effects of food, but you still have to stick to the adage, a gram to gram and a half pound per pound of body weight of protein, and then you have fat about 20 to 25% of your total caloric intake, fill in the rest with carbs. But on training days, we do like that workout nutrition, so we add that in. So I think that's what we all do. So I wouldn't recommend if you take out those carbs, if you take out, I don't know the exact ratio, 2 to 1, let's say. If you take out 40 grams of carbs, I don't recommend adding in 17 grams of fat. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
And because that's your variable, and your body needs those. You're burning those extra carbs. You're burning those extra calories, especially if you're training hard. So I think you need them. That's what we recommend. Some people do the cycle. We're not carbs. I get so many questions involving carb cycling, but I'm not a carb cycling guy, so I don't know much about it because I've tried it, I've looked into it, but I'm not an expert on it. I can tell you what it is, but I also can tell you I feel it's kind of pointless, especially for people not in super lean contest mode where you need to add in the refeeds and everything.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. So best of luck, man. That's just what we do. And as far as we were talking about post-workout shakes, Doug has something called Core PWO. What's the exact macros on that, Doug?
28 protein, 43 carb for a 2-scoop serving.
And that's something that has dextrose, malto as the carb source at present time with an isolate, correct?
Correct. Yep.
And what I do is I usually use carb 10 with MTS Whey, just because I do better with less insulinogenic carb. But that's it, guys. I'll link those down below. That's our answer. That's not a game.